right, let's see if this works. Currently long ZAIS. Long in anticipation for the breakout. Risk is roughly 10 cents a share, down to this-ish, right about that support level. Reward is, up to the 410s, 14s. I'm going to make about 10% is what I think I can make on this breakout. If it fails, I lose 10 cents. Oh well, it's not, I'm not going to cry about it. It's like a 3 to 4% loss. So around there, 340s. Now, why am I long this? If you go to the this chart here, it's on a big ass candle, and it broke past this resistance here. Next resistance is, these two tops here where it's topped out before. So yes, I'm chasing it, but I have a small position, so I'm not freaking out. That's always a good thing when you're trading these. So we'll see if this afternoon, if they break out, can work or not. We'll just see. See if I'm actually streaming this on YouTube as I thought I was. Should have waited for a dip. Definitely should not have bought into strength, that's for sure. Yeah, cool. So it's streaming. The intraday chart pattern for this is a afternoon high of day breakout, and the daily candle is just the first big ass green day that I'm buying into. The daily candle is not something I'm usually go long on. I'm talking about the big green candle that you see there. Where is it? Usually I wouldn't go long on something like this, but because this is a former runner and it is green on the day, I do think this will continue going higher as shorts get squeezed who are shorting this. If it fails again up at the 370s and it looks weak, I will definitely close my position for a very small loss. Then it'll be kind of like a triple top. But the buyers are convincingly holding the 360s, which is nice. You can see the buyers here You can see 78 shares, 7,800 shares want to be bought, 50,000 shares want to be bought, and then versus the sellers, you know, we have one seller at the current price at 66, you know, 64. So 64 to 68, you can see that right now there's just one seller to one buyer, but the buyer is far bigger, so we should see an uptick. It also depends on time and sales, which is something I should bring up. So here's time and sales, and you're always going to match time and sales with the current price action you see. So here we go. Once again, we're testing that 73 high. Let me just put on alert so I can not worry about it. And it depends on how many sellers I see at that, you know, at the top here at the 370s. If I see big ass sellers popping up, or if I see, you know, plenty of red prints, then I would consider selling for break even. Gotta see, we just gotta see. I think shorts will get squeezed as we're only 3 cents by right next to the breakout level again. And typically whenever we have these afternoon high day breakouts, there is a slight pullback before it finally breaks. And that pullback is here. These type of pullbacks is somewhere where I would say Stephen Duck's Roland Wolf would buy because he likes, you know, having smaller risk versus reward. So right now we're just 1 cent close to that breakout level. Buyers are still pretty strong versus the sellers. We just need to hit that 30s, but you can see all these red prints here. Just a bunch of sell prints at 68. And that's not something I want to look at. And now the buyers have gotten weak. And this is these 60s. I'm not going to sell now because if I sell, it's tanking all the way down to the 60s. Spread is pretty large right now. It is making higher lows. Let's see how the trend looks. So for the most part, that's the trend. Let me get rid of some of these squiggly lines that you see. So that's the trend. It's still pretty early in the day. Typically, these things move around 10 o'clock. That's when we start seeing these you know, large perk. The massive increase in volume is around 10 o'clock, 9:50, 10:15. No later than 10:30 is when, you know, we start seeing this volume perk, and that's actually when I prefer dip buying. I don't really buy on the afternoon high day breakout here, but we'll see. We'll see how this works out. Once again, I'm risking. Now I'll risk off of same spot. Yeah, it just dried up here. It's just completely dried up. I should have sold around here, but when after all these sell orders were placed, there was just, you know, the spread was about 7 cents. It wasn't worth the sell at that point. I'll just let it continue developing. It's definitely grinding up. This is a nice solid grinding action. The trend is clear. The trend is broken, then, you know, take the fucking loss. Which we look like, and there we go. So I'm out for a small loss. It's just not working how I wanted to. I might consider another position, Nothing that's gonna make me cry or anything. I want the trend to work. If the trend doesn't work, it's not in stock I want to be in. If it goes higher, maybe I'll consider breakout at 73. So while we wait for this to set up again, let's look at one more thing. Look at other stocks that I was watching. DCTH, wow, it really retraced. This one here is just kind of waiting to fall off a cliff. This one here is holding support, but it's not uptrending. So yes, it's holding support, and it's pretty clear support at 420s, 425. Whoever it needs to be making kind of like a U shape, setting up once again for a leg up, but buying it at 33, your potential reward is at 60s initially. Not great risk to reward. I mean, potentially you can risk off that and sell immediately, but I'm looking for bigger returns. ZAIS is possibly the biggest return I can see right now in terms of risk to reward, as if it does break past the 73, we can go up to the 40s. And if we go up to the 420s, then we're really talking about some good returns. So we'll see. Mind you, I'm not giving up on this just yet, just because it is not that time yet at 10 o'clock that I consider my sweet spot, but I don't want to have something that looks like it's faking out. This one here is holding right above the ATHX is holding right above the afternoon high of the breakout. This definitely can go, but the thing about this one is we can see the breakout level there, right? So here's a breakout level. Now it has an afternoon breakout, afternoon high of the breakout with the major monthly breakout. The only thing is we have, resistance here, up there, and up there. So if we scoot out, this is how much, potential reward you're seeing, and that's not, I don't want to make 10 cents on a $2 stock. That is, I want to make 10%. I want 10% to be my minimum potential gain, and the only one I can see that on is on ZAIS. I'm not. It's not that I'm emotionally tied to this stock at all. It's just I'm being realistic about what these stocks can potentially do. Now DCTH, this is not one I want to buy. This is typically one you would short, because you can see that the trend is just, it's downtrending. So anything that it pops, if it goes up to 15s, 16s, it's going to be a short. But every time it comes up, it goes down. And I don't want to be in something that goes down. Yes, it'd be nice to see a breakout, but I don't want to scalp. I really don't. I just don't like stocks like DCTH. ZAIS is at 56. The key level for ZAIS is 373. So I'll be keeping an eye on it until that point hits. Should probably look at my comments. In case you guys are talking to me. Let's see. That line doesn't mean shit anymore. See, support right around there. Next support's right around there. I just wait for these charts to set up. Fortunately, I rushed the ZAIS a little bit too early. I bought on the I pushed the execute button on the breakout when as soon as I saw the breakout, which is when it hit 73. Like literally, I pressed the button when it did that, so I probably got executed somewhere around 65. So I haven't checked it yet. But luckily, because I probably got executed at 65, I'm not gonna have as big of a loss as I thought. But it's still, I should have waited, or I should have probably seen a little bit more signs, or waited a little bit longer until 10 o'clock, which is coming up very shortly. Yep, now we wait. Yeah, DCTH doesn't look too healthy. That's definitely a triple top there. CBIO is ready to fall off a cliff. See, every time it spikes, it comes down. It always has one big ass spike day, then it crashes. Spike, crash, spike, crash. So you just gotta look at that pattern. From then on, you can make a hypothesis that today is probably not any different. So we're getting to the climax area. Climax. And it'll just drop. As soon as it breaks to 425, that's a short, but I'm more concerned for ZAIS. Yeah, so ZAIS entry price was at 370, and I sold at 356. So I lost 14 cents a share. That's, yeah, roughly 3% loss, 3.5%, almost 4%. And that's the most I will go for a loss. 5% is my comfort zone. And I'll take the trade again if it gives me the chance to get in. Again, if I see buyers stacking up around 73 and then we see a large volume, then I'll definitely consider it. God, I should have sold on that freaking that huge sell crowd. Oh well. Oh well. I even said it. Nothing on my near high scanner. Ooh, earnings winner. Oh, well, I didn't see this. It is interesting. Definitely going to add that to my hot stocks to watch. And I'll also add that to my daily watch list. Yeah, it's cool. It's really nice to know that there's one earnings winner. I thought earnings season was over, but I guess this is one of the late ones. Probably requested for an extension. Doesn't look amazing, doesn't move a lot, but now there's an earnings winner. So it's only up 9%. It was up about 20% today. Maybe 15. What is this stock gonna do? I want to say that I'm probably revenge trading this one, but I have a plan that is so clear in my head that I don't think it's out of emotion. I think I took a loss because it didn't work, and now I'm ready to see the opportunity come back. If the opportunity presents itself, I will get back in. Let's do a little homework while we are waiting. I like to use FinViz. You can use Yahoo, but I like FinViz. So let's see, ZAIS. Float. Oh wait, the float is 12.6 million shares. Not a lot are shorted. But I can guarantee you now that it's up 100%. It is shorted. And I'm counting on a short squeeze. I want shorts to get squeezed here. The only thing I fear is that this thing has been making higher lows ever since from here to here, now here. And I'm afraid it's doing something like this type of thing. And that's the only thing that worries me, is that this can indeed be double top, and this is done for the stock. Which, if it is, oh well, you know, this is the only stock I'm going to trade today, because none of the other ones are setting up in a fashion that, except I mean, DCTH, it is still uptrending, you know, still uptrending very slowly, which is interesting. I don't want to trade DCTH, but if it also is a clear-cut pattern, then I will trade it. I will undoubtedly trade this thing if it does show me signs that it's going to push. I would just be breaking a couple of my rules. So I will go in small. Whoa. BW with that parabolic move. Nice 10% gain or 20% gain off this parabolic move. This is definitely will be a nice pullback and a potential scalp for shorts. Right down to the threes. Threes is that whole number. That's also where it broke out. Past oh well, there's the top there. That's interesting. So yeah, this is probably the top here at 330s. And it's about a retrace down to the threes. If not, down to the 280s. It'll be a nice retrace for sure. There you go. Just a bunch of buyers and a bunch of sellers is not going anywhere right now. That's a nice move. Fancy. Ah. 330s. Where did this drawing go? What the hell? Oh, this is a new one. Yeah, that's interesting. It has the same chart as VSTM and BW have the same chart. No, not BW. And BYGR. Same chart in terms of the intraday. Very, very interesting. I wonder if that's what the market is doing. Yeah, it's kind of going sideways all day. Interesting. Following the market. So yeah, so here we go. So you can see that little nice little 5% gain there. This is nice, but it's just not, it doesn't have enough volume for me. I want a little more volume. I don't like how the chart looks. I want a little bit clearer chart. Hate me for it, I don't give a fuck, but I like cleaner charts. Oh, there goes DCTH with a lower high. Oh yeah. This is where short's gonna start getting aggressive. Fucking ARGS, go away. Why can't they get rid of it? I broke past 340s. With the 340s now. A lot of sellers. 37s, we have 5 of them. This will be interesting. See if this is the top. The ZAIS is still hanging at 353. It's nowhere near 370s, which is the key point that I wanted at. I wonder if this thing can continue going up. This is definitely going to retrace, undoubtedly. This will retrace. Possible good dip buy opportunity too, if it retraces enough. Still nobody here. Where are you guys? Where's everybody? No one cares about my no channel. It's okay, guys. Here we go. There's that big pull. And let the panic begin. 225s. 224s. 25, 26, 25. It's hanging out. It's hanging. It's holding on to dear life. So give longs the first chance to start taking profits. They're struggling. So as we hit 24s, there are 25s. 25s. Next one is 23. 25, 25, and 24s, 23s, 21s. There we go. There's a panic. Nice. Called the top. I called it. It's probably not the top. I don't think I top ticked, but I did call the point of resistance, and it was pretty spot on. A drop of water. Water on my tablet. 14s. Three 12s. Let's go to that threes. Come on. Keep dropping. Keep going. Keep fucking going. More the merrier. Back to 25s. It's not the action I want. I wanted sheer panic. Just continue going down. Just keep dropping. Alright. ZAIS still at 353. Not doing shit. Ain't doing shit right now. You boring crap piece of shit, ZAIS. Faked me out. Oh well. That's why I've been more comfortable dip buying lately, because I hate these afternoon high day breakouts. They just disappoint me. CBIO still waiting for it to just fall off that cliff. Still waiting. I haven't put an alert in so we can watch it as it dives. If it goes up, I'd be shocked. But I would say that shorts would be piling in on this, because we got the high here and a lower high and another lower high. This indicates that the trend is going down, but it is holding support well. I rarely see these guys pop after this. So we'll see. DCTH, it's going sideways now, and it has fading volume. This is not good for DCTH. I feel like I'm like a boxing announcer. There's a fight going on with these stocks. And BW has not collapsed enough. And ZAIS is finally going back up. And I want to consider a buy here. I'm tempted to enter here, knowing that I'd have a lot less risk now, because if I buy here at the 50s, I risk off of the 40s, I have 10-cent risk again versus me trying to buy up at 73s again. So I don't want to do anything right now because I don't know what to do. I have to be super sure before I do this. Drawings everywhere. I'm just gonna draw. Ooh, God, that always scares the shit out of me every time. CBIO, look at that. Ooh, called it. Called it. Here we go. Look at the panic. Look at it. Just look at it. Just look at it. And this would be an ideal Tim Sykes short. Yeah, it's just stop loss is about to go off now. And then the panic begins. And this is something that you should look for as a short seller. 422s, let's see if it hits the 418s. Because this will start slicing through through orders here. Unless it's not moving. 22s. So I would say that, there's some low sideways action here at the 11s. Oh, there's 16. And there's more sideways action around the 4s, which is a nice mental number. Yeah, this thing's over. Goodbye, CBIO. Goodbye. We'll check up on it again. You just have to be prepared for these things. I wasn't prepared, obviously, so I'm not going to try to short it. BW is still going down, but it's not going down it's not panicking like I want it to. Yes, it is. It's had multiple reds, but I don't think the bounce will be too strong anymore. I really wanted like a, it to go from 340s down to threes in a matter of maybe 5-10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. That 5 is a little bit too much, but yeah, and I'm not getting that action right now, so I'm not gonna consider a dip buy unless it really starts, falling over. CBIO at 414s now. Yeah, this is a classic Tim Sykes, straight out of short stocking DVD. Especially with something that has a history like this. Yeah. Just nice short. ECTH, it's about to fall off too. It's about to come down. Maybe the entire market's slipping. He's slipping, Holmes. Now it's uptrending. The nice thing though is that if it does uptrend and breaks past that, likely ZAIS will follow suit. But it has no volume. None. And it's already 10:10. This is the prime time. ATHX, I was hating on it, and now this is the one that was the most convincing. Oh well. I'll post my crappy loss after this whole live trade thing. I know nobody's watching, but at least I'll be able to upload it afterwards, and then you guys can watch. Let me put an alert to see if it makes a lower low. If it does, I'm just gonna forget about it. Forget about it. No, not. Nope. Yeah, I really need to turn on my fucking sound though. Every time it like bing, I jump out of my chair every time. There goes DCTH, guys. I called it. These calls are good. All those sell orders are going off. Shorts are taking profits. So many shares. Yep. Pretty sure Steven Dux is banking on this. Maybe Tim G is banking on it too. I would assume out of all of them, CBIO would be the one that is Tim Sykes' bread and butter. But and if you miss it now, if you miss CBIO, looks like now it's about to bounce back to like the 420 area. And then you can like, if it retraces up here around the 420s, 423, enter again or enter a short there, risking off, this line here, and then you get a nice downtrend after that to the 4s, maybe to the 380s. A nice 5%. So. Oh fuck, I missed it. Hold on. Maybe I didn't miss it. Maybe I didn't. It was already beyond 3. I wanted to buy at 3, and now that it's not at 3, I'm not going to buy. I was too busy making fun of other stocks, and now I fucking missed my opportunity. So, oh well. ZAIS is still hanging around the 58s. That's a big buyer, 147 at 305. Do I want to get in? I don't know. I'm tempted. Does he even have the potential to go that much and that fast? What's the float on this guy? 48 million. I think realistically, I think it'll only go to 320s, which is still a nice 7% gain. I think it'll retrace back up to the 320s and then continue downtrending. Oh, thank God I dropped my volume. Oh shit, wait, ZAIS. Shit. That's the one I wanted. ZAIS. Let's go, baby. Come on, faster. What's your order in? Okay. Order types, limits, 370, 6 maximum. 376 maximum. Alright, so this obviously is showing strength, which is what I want. I want it to continue trying to test that 373. The more times it tests 373 and then it breaks out past it, it will be a very strong breakout. Because just imagine how many shorts are trying to short this thing now. And if it can prove them wrong by breaking past the 373, this can easily go to the 4s. If it breaks past the 4s somehow, which I don't think it will, if it breaks past 4s, then we're going to the 420s. And I don't think it will go past the 410s, 415s, but that's just part of how the pattern works. So we have 1 top, 2 top, 3 top, and this is the 4th top, and it's showing signs that it wants to break it. So if it really does break out past this, I will definitely go long, and once again, I'll risk a small 4% loss. And if I'm wrong again, hey, I think it was fucking worth it. And now it's not doing shit. What happened? And there it goes. That's why I didn't put my order. I learned from the last time of trying to anticipate the breakout. I could do that shit again. Oh. Okay. I was like, man, there's like all these stocks just moving here. So we're still at 10:15. So this is still my sweet spot. This is still, 10:30. If as long as it's 10:30, it's still my comfort zone. So I'm looking at the big picture here from 9:50 all the way to 10:30 is where I like it. I like it a lot. But I'm not gonna hold my breath for it, which I'm kind of am right now by just staring at this thing. So I put at 1069, replace, and I'll also put another one at 73. That moved pretty quick though. This sucker can really move if it breaks out. It can really move, and that's nice. But here again, it failed. 4 tops. We might break that level here at 50s. What? Yeah, there it goes. Touching there. No big buyers appearing yet. Kind of holding by just 2 buyers here at 350s and 1 small buyer at 50. Oh, now they're stacking. Uptick. 53s coming in. Nothing below it. 54s. Ooh. We're getting confident. Can we go to 55? Or are we going to go back to 53 or come down to this 51 buyer? Take a quick look at BW. There it is. Where's that buyer? Where's that big buyer I saw earlier? Nowhere to be found. Fucking sucker. Look, check that out. 315. Boom! Just like I called it. Like I said, I just didn't see the potential for it to go up because it had a 48 million share float, and that is bigger than what I'm comfortable with. I like 30 million. 30 million and below. I'm not talking about 1 million. 1 million is way too fucking small, but 30 million and like say 5 million to 30 million, my sweet spot. 48 million, that's a little bit large. Here's that big buyer at 29 at 95 down here. Like he moved his buy order. Man, I really hope ZAIS breaks out. That's gonna be a nice breakout. IMVT, what is it doing? Nothing. Probably a pump actually. I'll keep it on the watch list. Probably a pump. Probably seen the first day for a pump action. Go away, ARGS. Nobody likes you. DCTH over and done. CBIO still just hanging in there, but still about to start tanking right now. Down to the 4s. Not at, it's about to fucking activate if I put it at low. Let's do it to the 11s. 56. Yeah, dude. I don't know. This just doesn't look good. Don't look good. Not for ZAIS. And CBIO, once again, making new low. Nice short from here, though. From the 425s down to 410s. I mean, it's just 2.5%. Nothing crazy. I really do think you can at least go down to the 4s, the mental number of 4s. You can see the sideways price action here and also this top here. So I think this entire layer here is support, or is going to act as support. Wow, it really did go up to that point. Imagine that. It's a nice little gainer there. Not terrible. Should have gone into it. Clear cut ABCD pattern. I don't know. Holding above the breakout. Should have done it. Should have done it, but I was too emotional. And I was too stuck with the ZAIS, which is definitely not by any means prettier than this guy. This one's definitely pretty. You can see the clear A, B, C-ish, and D in the breakout. So, oh well. I'm not a perfect man. By the way, guys, I'm running off 2 hours of sleep, so my judgment is not amazing right now. And I don't want to trade right now. I would like to trade, but I don't want to trade. If that makes any sense. Like, I'm not going to force a trade at this point, especially after the ZAIS small loss that I had, 4%, almost 4%. I don't want to trade. So I'm only going to trade if there's a really good setup. Here's that bounce off BW again. Man, that top call was great. And just to go back to how I called that top is, I'm looking at this, this top here. So if we remove that and remove that and we draw a line there, screw it, good enough. And we maximize the width. You can see that the 37s, you can see it pretty much covers that entire section. And then we go to the daily chart. You see it right there. Just very clear. And sure, the chasers are buying there, and that's what allowed it to go a little bit above the line. But that's how that's a top. So, and that's why whenever I play my bounce plays, I buy them whenever they break that top and they can hold it. 55s, man. What a boring ass stock. Like getting blue balled every time. Alright, so I don't care about this stock anymore. Yeah, it's too high price. I don't care about it anymore. What else can I get rid of? I don't care about DCTH, even if it continues going up, because it's a piece of shit anyway. This stock here, it is a major daily breakout, right? But it's still holding a little bit higher than I want. It's 30 cents above the breakout. I don't want to buy something that's 10% above the breakout level. Just not something you want to do. One thing that's nice though, it is a 52-week high breakout. No, yeah, 52-week high. See 2017 this entire year. Wherever we do have resistance up here at the 44s, which is where it's kind of basing right now, and more resistance around there. You can see the bottom resisting at line acting as support and resistance here. So you know, once it goes past 6, then maybe. You can see 6 is exactly where it struggled. So I don't know. It's not amazing, which is why I'm not too concerned about it. It's time to start bringing down the list. See what I can find that is worth it. EW, kind of just trying to figure out what it wants to do. ATHX, I'm just gonna watch it because it's pretty, very pretty. I really want ZAIS to break out because I know it has such potential. EW. You guys saw me my ugly mug. Feel free to comment. You know, you guys can talk with me. You guys don't have to be so rude. All right, what are you doing? No, don't. Oh. Oh man, there it goes. That was breaking out. Well, I'm glad it's going down. It fucking deserves to go down. Piece of shit. Made me lose. Yeah, the ZAIS is done with. It's done. So done. No play. Actually, I'll keep it on the watch. Yeah, just one top, two top, three top, four tops. They'll break out. It's just too much selling pressure. All the bag holders and yeah, it's just done with. Oh well. Should have known better than trying to predict the top or trying to chase a breakout. CBIO is kind of figuring out what it wants to do. BW is kind of hanging around 3, which is what I called once again. Oh, you like this live? Good. I'm glad. You can see exactly what I'm thinking, which I already don't enjoy myself, but other people like what I think, so. Nothing is happening right now. Nothing. Oh man. Yeah, make sure you do like go back in time on the video so you can look at my really crappy buy on ZAIS because it was a really bad buy. Poorly timed. So, you know, it's just a mistake everyone will do if you chase the breakout, which is what I did. So, yeah. Oh well, it happens. CBIO just slowing down. There's a BW perk. I hesitated. I wasn't comfortable in it. Like I said, I wanted to panic before I buy. I don't think this thing has much room to go up. 48 million shares on the float. And it's trading average of 5 million shares every day. An average of like 3.7 million shares. We need a lot more volume to make this thing significant. Especially now that volume has dried up so much. Just now. It's not even worth it. But it can go up, but it's not going to go up much. And if I'm wrong, hey, I'm going to be right most of the time. DCH still downtrending. This guy's just hanging out. No one likes you. ARGS, go away. CBIO. Oh, what is it doing? I don't think this has potential to go up. I really do think this is a top. If you look at the overall picture, going further back in time. Not enough. It's just a double top, almost like a sideways head and shoulders. Shoulder, head, shoulder. So we can start seeing a collapse here. Right? See that trend? So this might be the beginning of the end, guys, for ZAIS. Shorts are very excited, I bet. Because it's proven itself on the intraday, and now it's just right about to crack that trend line. Yeah, I can definitely show you how to do the whole Thinkorswim thing. It's more fluid, I think, and it's free. So, and the mobile app is very nice. And the mobile app is synced with the desktop app. It's a great platform. Is it worth the commissions? No, it really isn't. Man, ZAIS, more swim lessons about investing. I'll wait until it dies. Below that. Aside from that, guys, it's not really much play. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to go over my gigantic watch list because that's the only real thing to do. It's only 10:30 yet. Maybe there's going to be some better setups. Oh, all right. So let me explain the watch list since we have nothing else better to do right now. Okay, so CMTL. Let's go to auto. That is auto. What the hell? So CMTL is, yes, it's a higher price stock. However, we've seen how it's ran before, and we see that now it's the 20s is basically has been resistance for the past 2 or 3 months. And whenever resistance lasts for a long time and it can break it, it can really break out well. Just like this case. Yes, here it faked out a couple of times, but then we had a earnings winner, and when it had an earnings report, it shot up. Same thing with this. Same thing with this earnings. So I want there to be an earnings. I don't know if it's going to come out anytime soon. I can check actually. Go to Yahoo. Yahoo Finance. No comments. Sad face. All right. Earnings. 7/13. What the fuck? That's dividend rate. Earnings date. October 4th. Next month. So one more month, and then we have the earnings report. So far, it's done. It's reacted very well to earnings. So I have this on the watch list because if I can buy on the breakout and sell somewhere around 22, I made my 10%. So I would be happy for it to break out, and I hope it breaks out with a catalyst such as earnings. So that's that. Just hope I don't miss anything here. ZIO, ZIS, 3035. Wow, it's really down. It is dying. There we go. It's almost there. Almost there. ECTH is kind of not doing anything. VSTM, sideways. No one likes you. Sideways. Slightly downtrending. No bounce to 310s as I predicted. Sideways. Nice ABCD. It's almost like, but that's the thing. That's why even when I saw this at 9:30, I didn't want to buy it, which is stupid of me because I still bought ZAIS fucking 9:30. I'll never do that again. I'll definitely wait for 9:50 to 10:30. But um, even then, you know, at 9:30, 9 o'clock when it breaks out, I would consider that still part of midday. Here around the 9:40s, 9:45, then I would be comfortable, and that's when I started watching it. But then again, I was telling you guys that, you know, it doesn't look clean to me. I don't like how it looks choppy like this. Um, but I mean, this trend line is amazing. It's just straight up, just a great trend line. And as soon as it breaks past that trend line, you know, people that have been long from the breakout, they're probably going to sell, and they'll make 5%. Or people that are selling in this mark that that I've drawn, and I'm sure other people have drawn, they took the profits at 315 because this is the predictable part because you know there's no resistance in this area. From the 2s all the way to 216s, there's no resistance. So if you know that, you can take advantage of it and take that predictable part because the likelihood that's going to fill that gap is high. Or you can continue following. You can do trend following, and trend following, your gains are, you'll have a lot of small gains and, you know, several losses. But when you have that one that can really fly, that thing can go 30, 40, 50%, and all you're doing is looking for higher lows. So depends on how you want to play that. Let's go to the daily chart. What is, oh, ZIS. It's tanking, 228s. God, thank God I didn't try to buy it again. So this would be a clear short pattern also. Like I said, it's a head and shoulders pattern. You have to look at the shoulder here, here's the head, and then here's the shoulder, and this is a trend line break. As soon as I have the trend line break, right, here's the shoulder, head, shoulder, had the trend line break, it popped back up. Go away, Steven Johnson. It popped back up, hit the trend line. It could not break the trend line, so the trend line now acted as clear resistance because it was previously support. Now that the price is below support, it's now resistance. And because it couldn't break past resistance, yes, it kind of touched it a couple of times and tickled it. It still couldn't go beyond it, and now it's a guaranteed. This is now a very bearish pattern because of the very bearish. Very bearish pattern. We can see it retrace from the 330s down to the 3s. Once again, you always have to consider those whole numbers. Those whole numbers are something that everyone will remember because that's where all stop losses are. That's where people take profits, you know, which short sellers will buy to cover, which means there'll be buying pressure there as well. So we can look into retrace down to the 3s after the end of the day. But then you also have to consider, you know, support down here and more support around this area here. So yeah, basically around the 310s, 3s is where it's potential profits for. But for a short position here, this is pretty ideal because your risk is 10 cents and your reward is potentially 30 cents. Nice 3-to-1 risk to reward. But yeah, that's pretty much how you can analyze one of these guys. Come on. Something like that. Oh, I see what some people did. They did that trend line, but other people are following that trend line. Interesting. And now there's that one there. Now it's going to continue following down to that one there. Yep, head and shoulders. All right, I'm still distracted. Let's look at these chart patterns from my watch list and wild watch out. We already went over CMCL. We have PCOM. This is on a second gigantic green day with massive volume, but it has not seen enough volume today. I just think it's halted. Is it halted? No, it's not halted. No, it's not. Yesterday, I remember I was talking to one of my buddies about this. about this chart. And I was telling them around this time, around 9:50, 10, I was saying like I would like for this thing to set up for an ABCD breakout. Man. So let me explain once again what an ABCD breakout is in case you guys don't remember. All right, so here we go. This is a classic ABCD breakout that I look for. So we have the A there at the top here. Draw circles. You guys like drawings. We got the A there. We got the B down there. We got the C here. And ideally, we want it to go back to the D's, which is would be like somewhere up there, right? A, B, C, D. The issue with this stock was how the price action it had earlier in the day. This is why not every single ABCD chart is a gimme. Look at how many times it topped around this area. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we draw a line there, right, check this out. After a while, you can just figure this out by looking at it. If you draw a line there and you bolden it up to cover all the resistance points, you can see 1020s, 1010s is massive resistance, right? Because there's extreme volume around this area and also topped out several times. If you know that it would struggle around there, which is why this is the time to take initial profits. Not this time. This time you're gambling. You're gambling that it's going to go up here. You're hoping for the best. That's not what you should do. You should hope for the predictable part. It topped here and then it came down. You can maybe say like, oh, I'm going to buy here. You know, hopefully it comes back up to the 110s. I would not do that, seeing how many times it topped here. If you dip buy around this support down here, where it dipped initially, you're dip buying around the 930s, and you go from 930s all the way to the 1010s, you're making, 940s to 1010s, you're making, 70 cents a share on the $9 stock. That's almost 10%. Don't always aim for 10% because everyone else is thinking the same fucking thing already, so they're going to aim for 9% or they're going to aim for 10%. Or sorry, aim for 8%, and then there's a 7%. And someone's always going to have to try to have that edge. And they will, basically people are trampling over each other. And if you understand that, that's why, you'll be more comfortable taking 6% gains, 7% gains, and if you're lucky, 8% gains. Now, if the stock flies past 10%, kudos for you. But the 7% is pretty much the sweet spot, and this has been seen over many traders. Many of the successful traders take 6% gains, 7% gains. A lot of the ones that trade higher price stocks are taking 4% gains because that's what's predictable in their niche. So you just have to consider that. You have to consider actual tops, not only in the daily chart, but then the intraday chart and the volume and the pattern. And there's a lot of things, but after a while, it all comes together. So, and you can see after it couldn't top there and it didn't have enough volume, as soon as it started uptrending, it just died. And then the next day we had another move. So you could say that this here is now the new C. Right? Because it created a higher low. And then we had the break. But the break wasn't strong. So it's, you win some, you lose some. A, B, C, D. Off 2 days. The only thing is that will it continue going higher and break out again around there? We don't know. But we'll find out someday. Actually, we'll find out, meaning I will find out. This guy here, pretty clear. It's a major daily breakout if it breaks past 825 and gap fill. Gap fill up to the 1020s, pretty much the 10s. And if we look at the 3-year chart, there's nothing here. This is nothing but air. It's a gap fill. So I'm counting on it. I wanted to fill this gap, similar to what it's done in the past, like around here. You can see, what's going on? You can see there, it broke out past the 1217s and it went from 1217s to the 14s. Now, of course, it was higher price there. That's the only thing that worries me about this, is that this will probably be a swing trade rather than just, day trade. But the potential is still there. So that's why I'm looking at it. This guy here, earnings winner. VSTM, obviously breakout, and now it's dying. A lot of volume though. A lot of volume. But It's still breakout. It's still considered breakout because it's holding above the breakout. I just don't want to buy it because it's too high above the breakout level. FANG, it's the reason why I have it on the watch list is because it is uptrending, which means it's kind of doing like a equilateral triangle. So we'll see what it does. That's it. It's just holding its gains. So I'm going to keep it on the watch list. This guy here, CBIO, as we already know, this thing's just dying slowly and surely. So NSPRF, I think this thing's like a pump type of thing. It's an OTC stock. So if it can break past that 747, that'd be awesome. If it doesn't, I wouldn't care if it breaks past that. AVEO, this thing has ran before, so I'm waiting for it to run past that 742s, 724s, which probably be ages before it does that, but I'll be prepared nevertheless. So I'll just take that off, leave the alerts on it. ZAIS, we already know about that. It failed today. JMEI is holding its gains, so we'll see what it does. LBUI, this thing is a nice runner that has ran before. This reminds me very much of the marijuana stock craze that happened late last year. You can see how it just spikes, then it comes down, holds its gains, and spikes coming out. Now we're coming back up, and it can spike. This is also getting promoted, so these promoters are doing a fantastic job. Keep going, promoters. I love you. MBRX once again is another stock that's uptrending. You can see the clear trend chart where it's going up slightly, and as long as it continues holding this trend, we might see a retrace back to the 375s, which it can either be a short or it can be a nice breakout. AEZS, reason why I have it, once again, it's going higher and higher, making higher lows, and if it breaks past that 322, we can see a retracement back up to, or I should not say a retracement, extension up to the 270s. Maybe 250s, something like that. IDXG, you got a breakout there today. I was considering buying it on the dip, but it looks ugly. It's an ugly stock, right? But the fact of the matter is that this thing is a breakout. Come on, what the fuck? Breakout on that level, and as you can see, it bounced perfectly off of that. This is actually a Foos 4 strategy where he likes to buy these breakouts on the first red day, which is very, very strange, but it's an interesting thing that I haven't tried yet. He likes to buy these breakouts on the second day, which typically has a red day, and when it has a red day, he likes to buy it whenever the red candle reaches halfway of the green candle. Very interesting concept, but it's pretty cool. I mean, it works here. It's clearly working, and from the dip buy here at the 155, so 160, you're making about 10 cents. Not going to change your life, but it's a pretty cool concept. And now I'm just going to watch it to see if maybe it can break past the 74s. Ooh. ACI, another one that is slightly uptrending, holding its gains. We'll see. And Mara not really doing much, but it is kind of looking to retest the 50 cent level. DCTH, I don't know what the fuck this is doing. Oh yeah, we were just talking about this one. Is the one that's failing right now. Yeah. And then IMVT, I think this thing is a pump or has some type of manipulate. Yeah, we have some type of thing going on. 817, that's not today. So if we go to stockpromoters.com and we exit that and we look to the far right, we look for this stock. IMVT is not listed, so it's not been promoted. I don't know why it's up. I can do some more research, but until then, whatever. Just gonna keep it on the watch list. Now let's look at the top stocks, top percent gainers. We have DCTH, we talked about VSTM breakout, CVIO is a short from now. It looks like it's slowing down now, so I'd probably take profits, like I said, around the 4 5s, 4 10s, 4s is where I would take profits if I was shorting this. BW, look at that bounce, weak bounce, just as I said. It's just the flow is not good enough for it to bounce convincingly. We do have this, wow, that was a terrible drawing. We do have this support right around there. Let's say like right there. Let me bolden it so you can understand it a little bit more. So you can see the bold thing here at the 290s, which is probably why that guy of 150 buyer, oh, now he's a seller. Interesting. Huh. That's interesting. Well, he was originally had an order to buy at 95. Oh, I think he's willing to sell. I think he already bought, and now he wants to sell at 307. Well, good job at putting selling pressure, asshole. Well, we can see that there's support here around the 390, so we'll see how it reacts around there. But, you know, just as it went up, I was hoping it would go down just as fast, and that's when it would have been a really good dip buy. But because it didn't do that, it's not a dip buy anymore. ZAIS, woo, is interesting. Okay, let's extend this guy a little bit, see if it's trying to act crazy today. So 350 is going to be about resistance. Let's add VWAP too, see what it's doing in terms of VWAP. VWAP. Show plot. Okay, apply. Good. Oh, that's why. Interesting. So it was holding VWAP. It's probably why people are buying off VWAP. But still, it's an ugly chart. I guess people are dip buying. It's just not a good setup anymore. This guy's hanging around VWAP. This guy's way above VWAP. And IVT isn't doing shit. ECTH is holding above VWAP. Interesting how it's bouncing off of it. And of course, CBIO is definitely bearish because it's also below VWAP and also had a breakdown. Yeah, guys, and that's how you analyze these stocks. Like I said, I wish I had not. I really wish I hadn't got into ZAIS. I know that's in hindsight. Even then, like I felt weird about entering. Right when it hit 73, and we go to where I was talking about. Right there. As soon as it broke past that 68, I press the buy order, and that's just FOMO. That's FOMO happens. Fear of missing out, and I didn't want to miss out, so I bought in, got executed, but right after that, just started downtrending. I tried again, and this is when I talked about all the sellers that might have come in again, and of course I saw the sellers. But as soon as all the sellers coming in, they're thinking about it before I was. As soon as all the sellers came in, the spread went from like they're selling at 369 and buying at 360. I wasn't gonna lose 10 cents a share just by trying to sell it. I was gonna see if it was gonna bounce. Man, my throat hurts. I gave this class to somebody yesterday about penny stocks, and holy shit, like that was, I think I was teaching them from 10 o'clock at night till 30 minutes after midnight. Yeah, 10 o'clock to 30, so 2 hours and a half is when I was talking to them about this stuff, and my throat is killing me now. So I think I'm pretty much done. I don't see any amazing setups. There's a live over. No. Yeah, I think I'm done trading. Like, there's no good setups for me. Oh, nice. That did act as resistance still. That's cool. Yeah, nothing great. So I think I'm pretty much done for the day. PCOM's on watch. I know NK is on watch. I wish there was like a sector plays for the hurricanes that were flying right now, but I haven't seen anything lately. VSTM is not really on watch. Fang, nope. Let me change charts. I still gotta sleep, guys. Like, I'm fucking exhausted. Probably why I traded like shit today. CBI also on watch. ZAIS is on watch. I'll buy, no. Yeah, ATHX is still on watch. Nope. IDXG is on watch. Want to see if it actually bounces tomorrow. First red day, NVCN is on first red day today. I traded this last night. It's not super overextended. It actually is. It's gone from 70 to 140-ish. 140, so it's up 200%. Today is first red day, but it's not looking like it's going to crash yet. It's just gone sideways, but if it breaks past that 19, then we can really see some nice... Oi, wrong one. Wrong way. Below. So we'll see what happens with this guy. But it is a first red day on an overextended stock. Maybe second red day tomorrow, but we're probably only talking about 10 cents, 20 cents, which is a nice 15% gain for shorts. So definitely on watch. This guy here, no. BCTH, sure I'll watch it. IMVT, not doing much. VSTM, yeah, I'll watch it tomorrow. CBI, I already have it marked. ARGS, you're ugly. ZAIS, on watch. This guy here, that's too high priced. Yeah, and that's it. So all those are highlighted. Those are my hot stocks to watch. That's PCOM, NLNK, CBIO, ZAIS, ATHX, PYDS, IDXG, NVCN, DCTH, and INVT. So, oh, sorry, not INVT. Scratch that. But that's pretty much my watch list for tomorrow. I am pretty much done with my stream. I mean, it is over an hour, and I don't see any good plays developing. Sure, I have 2 hours left, but I'll check back up around 12 o'clock. But I need to get some shut eye because I am exhausted. By the way, my main broker is E-Trade. Yeah, E-Trade. I've been using E-Trade for the past 3 months lately, and I haven't had any issues. So E-Trade also has pretty nice commissions for small accounts. For $4.95 a trade, $5 basically. It's a little bit more small account friendly. They have good customer service. Nah, actually not really. I want to say they don't really have great customer service. But I mean, small commissions if you're worried about that. They don't allow you to trade every single stock. Like some really low price stocks, they won't let you trade. They also won't let you. You can buy it, but you won't be able to short OTC stocks. So that sucks. Yeah, just chop around. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this live stream. For all you guys tuning into this after the fact that I've streamed it, I know I don't do this a lot, and it was just spontaneous, but I do plan on doing this again. Just definitely when I have more sleep, and when I don't. Hopefully next time I'm not trying to force a trade. All right, guys. Until next time. This is Mike with DailyStockFix. You guys have a great day. Peace.